Good morning, good people. Welcome back to Collector's Quest, and thank you so much for joining me on another gaming adventure. Unfortunately, Hogs Lane car boot was cancelled this morning due to the rain, but when I woke up, I was like, there is no rain, but just as the devil has spoken, it has started to rain, so it is what it is. Plan for today is we're going to head to Dudley CEX and trade in all of the things that we picked up at Coles car boot last week for those sweet vouchers. And today we're going to head to Stourbridge CEX because unfortunately it is closing down next week, I believe. So a big shout out to everyone who let me know on last week's video that Stourbridge CEX is shutting down next week, because I didn't know. I'd have rocked up in a few weeks and gone, alright, guess I'm too late. So we'll do that for old time's sake. So let's have a look in the bag of stuff that we're trading into CEX for those sweet vouchers. So definitely check out last week's video if you haven't seen it, of where I picked up all of this great stuff from Coles car boot. So got plenty of games, also got some electronics, a phone, Google Nest Mini, calculator, and we also picked this up. This is a real arcade light gun for the PlayStation and Sega Saturn. I don't think CEX take this, so I might take it into Vintage Gamer on the way back, we'll see. So we've got the bags ready, let's get the car loaded and I'll catch you guys at Dudley CEX. Just arrived in Dudley and here is that rain they promised, so looks like I'm getting wet, so wish me luck, let's go. Roll of Rose has gone from being one of the most uncommon games to being one of the most common games you'll see at pretty much any CEX. Stepping into Dudley CEX, there's about 5 copies of Mario Kart World for the new Nintendo Switch 2, a shoddy looking collection of Pokemon games here, a couple of more expensive PlayStation 4 games, and some more expensive PS3 and PlayStation 2 games. Decent selection of PlayStation 1 games. And let me know in the comments down below, do you collect Xbox Series controllers? I always see a ton at CEX and it's always cool seeing different designs. Taking a look at the shelves, had a couple of PlayStation 5 steelbooks. You pretty much always see Sifu, the Vengeance edition. Decent steelbook, but a game I'm not too interested in. The Street Fighter 6 steelbook is a thing of beauty, but again, I'm not massively into fighters, so not one that I'm in a rush to pick up. Another steelbook that you find pretty much at every CEX is a Hitman, the complete first season on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. £15 for a decent looking game. Let me know in the comments down below, do you collect these promotional copies for the Xbox 360? I think they look super ugly. They look sun faded. Found this copy of Wii Music. Was tempted to pick it up for £1.50, a nice piece of Nintendo cardboard, but don't need to add this to the collection. Back in the car from Dudley CEX and it's absolutely minging out there. Pouring it down, but not going to let that dampen the mood. Got £121 on a sweet voucher. They took in everything, all the games, all the electronics, so happy days. Perfect. Spent £30–40 at the car boot last week and got £121, which is what it's all about. Plan now is to head to Hill CEX and use said voucher on a very rare PlayStation 2 game. So let's go up to Hill, hopefully pick up this rare game, take it back home and go over the pickup. Nothing much happening in the window at Hill, but they had this really expensive Marvel Infinity DVD box set. £410 for some DVDs. First time I've ever seen Nintendo Switch 2 games on the shop floor at CEX. The only one here that I'm interested in is the Bravely Default Flying Fairy remaster. I spy with my little eye something beginning with S. Got a steelbook here for the PS3, but it's for Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2, a game I have zero interest in playing, so I left that behind for someone else. I also see here a copy of Blazer Time. This bad boy has gone down £5 since I picked it up. You can now pick up this fairly mediocre RPG for a measly £225. So it's actually the next day. Man, yesterday getting back from Hill, the plan was to head up to either Old School Gaming or Vintage Gamer, then pop into Stourbridge, but I was so hungry. You know when you're just so hungry, your stomach, your head starts pounding, like I was just like, nah, get home, get some food. So I had some food, had steak and pasta, and then went to bed for like a half an hour nap because my head was pounding. Woke up and then before I knew it, it was time to go out again for my partner's friend's birthday party. So didn't have enough time to go over the amazing pickup from Hill CEX. So today is Sunday. As you can probably hear, raining, so no car boot this morning, but the plan today is to head to Stourbridge CEX for the last time, Maybe pick up a game for old time's sake. I don't know what they've got in store because I've seen a couple of photos and I think they've moved out all of the DVDs, Blu-rays to different CEX stores. They might have done the same for the game, so I might be walking in and there's literally just one wall of mods or shelving units, so who knows, we're going to find out. And then head up to Vintage Gamer and see if they're interested in that real light gun, arcade gun thing that we picked up last week at Coles Car Boot. Have a proper look around there because last week they were getting ready for the Bristol gaming market. And then we'll go over that amazing pickup that I got from Hill CEX. I can't wait to show you guys, yeah. Let's go out, get wet, head into Stourbridge CEX. Just realised this might be the last time I ever do this walk into Stourbridge. Pretty much a dead town, so I never come into Stourbridge for anything. So yeah, weird feeling because I've been doing this walk into Stourbridge CEX for like 2-3 years. It's just become such a big part of my routine on a weekend, and to not do this anymore, yeah, quite a strange feeling. But before we get too emotional, let's go into Stourbridge CEX and see what they've got cooking. The last time I'll ever get to see the CEX sign at Stourbridge. A sad day for sure. Couple of half decent things out in the window, but I believe most of the things have been boxed up and are ready to go out to different CEX stores in the local area. Walking in a very, very bare shop floor. As I said, most of it has been boxed up and is ready to ship out to other CEX stores in the local area. So that was the last time I'll ever be stepping foot into Stourbridge CEX. Very surreal, to be fair. As you saw, like, just empty in there. All the DVDs have been taken out. It's just like a ghost town, right? And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is a shop, right? But you know, the people there that I've met is, you know, going through, you know, bad things at the minute with trying to find a job in this current climate. And yeah, stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say, because I've got some dirt, should we say, about CEX and everything that's gone on at Stourbridge. But definitely stay tuned to the channel. But yeah, just weird, right? Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. You know, been going there for 5-6 years maybe, and for it just to no longer be there, strange. Met a lot of people at that shop, you know, gotten, you know, quite friendly with quite a few of them, and yeah, weird. But I did pick up a game that I've been after for quite a while, and it just felt like the right time, right? So wasn't a wasted journey, but yeah, strange. Next up, we're going to go to Vintage Gamer to hopefully trade in this arcade gun, and we'll have a look at Vintage Gamer. So see you guys when we get there. Back from Vintage Gamer, and again, bad timing on my part, but everything in Vintage Gamer is still in the boxes ready for the next gaming market, which is Sheffield in 2 weeks time. So I wasn't able to do much filming. The shop is still set up for the gaming market season, so we'll head up to Vintage Gamer in a couple of months and do some filming around a fantastic shop when it's looking fresher than ever. But they did take in that light gun that I picked up for £5 at Coles Car Boot. They gave me £15 cash, so a bang on the money in terms of triple my money, so can't ask for much more. Didn't pick up anything, but happy with the £15 nonetheless. Then going back to what happened at Stourbridge CEX, so like I said, very weird, to be fair. I've known that it's going to close down for the last 3 or 4 months, and just walking into an empty shop with pretty much just, you know, one wall of shelving units, very strange. Obviously the mood is sour, and rightly so, because all of these people that have been made redundant have got no jobs to go to in CEX. If they want a job, they have to reapply like everyone else, and in today's climate it's not easy getting a job. So yeah, my thoughts go out to all the people affected. Hopefully they find themselves back on their feet sooner rather than later, and keep it locked to the channel, because I've got some dirt, some intel about what's gone down at Stourbridge CEX, the whole reason why it's closing down. So definitely keep it locked to the channel, because that's going to be a juicy video. But putting my opinions aside, yeah, very strange, very sad for the people working there. And on a personal note, been going there for 2-3 years in terms of doing the car boot stuff, and even longer in terms of being a game collector. My nearest CEX is now Halzowen, so I'll have to go up there to flip in all the things we find at the car boot sales. With Stourbridge CEX closing down next Friday on the 25th of July, I figured it felt right to pick up this game, and the final game I picked up at Stourbridge CEX was a copy of Unicorn Overlord for the Nintendo Switch. Unicorn Overlord is a SRPG where you liberate your kingdom and reclaim your destiny. A fallen prince shall rise again, ring of legend lighten his path, traverse an expansive world and lead your army to victory. Unlock over 60 characters, humans, elves, massive beasts and angels, and battle players across the world in the online arena. I've been really intrigued about this game, and I'm just in the mood for a strategy RPG, and with the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out the last few weeks, I've just been itching to get back into my Nintendo Switch on my OLED, and I was kind of debating picking this up on the PlayStation 5 due to performance, but everything I've seen of this game, the Nintendo Switch port is meant to be very, very good. Very little performance issues, so I figured for £30, pick it up and play it on the OLED. And Vanillaware have got some super awesome graphics and art styles, so that will look amazing on my OLED, so happy to pick it up, and I can't wait to get to it, hopefully sooner rather than later. Moving on to my Hill CEX pickup. So as I've alluded plenty of times in this video, I got £121 on a Sweet Sweet voucher, and I took myself up to Hill CEX and I picked up a super cool rare PlayStation 2 game. Been after this game now for probably 3 to 4 months. I first saw it on a JRPG live video, and since then I've added it to my mental wish list, and I saw it in stock at Hill, and I thought, I've got a £121 voucher, this game is £120, it was just meant to be. So that game is Blood Will Tell for the PlayStation 2, and as you can see, £120. Blood Will Tell sees you become a samurai haunted by a shocking secret, on a quest to uncover his past and reclaim his future as a human. Robbed as a baby of every limb and organ, your body has since been transformed into the ultimate arsenal of weapons, including swords and machine guns in your arms and even a bazooka in your leg. Fulfill your destiny to find and destroy the demons that are ravaging the world by reclaiming your stolen body parts one fiend at a time. So like I mentioned, I saw this game on a JRPG live video a couple of months ago, and it looks very similar to Sekiro, where you got prosthetic arms, legs, and I love any game set in feudal Japan, and any game where I can be a samurai ninja cutting things up is a good time in my books. And as I mentioned, £120, very rare. This is the third one in stock at CEX, now only 2 in stock, so if you want to grab it sooner rather than later. And looking on eBay, it goes for around £120, £130. Does come with a manual, of course. Disc is in lovely condition, and overall the game is in, I would call it, decent condition. There's a couple of little blemishes on the sleeve, nothing too crazy, and for what I paid for it, so this cost me £35 real life money, and for me, I'm more than happy to have a couple of blemishes. Yeah, I would definitely put this up on eBay if I saw it for £35, so a great addition to the PlayStation 2 collection. And finishing the video on a high, we've got to address this, so got a massive shout out to Alex, aka Nintendo Gamer 92 on Instagram. He reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and said he had a couple of steelbooks and asked if I was interested. I of course said yes and asked him how much he wanted, and he went, no, you can have them for free, my gift to you. So mate, very kind of you, I massively appreciate it. Don't worry, I haven't opened it, I just wanted to get my address off it. So got the trusty scissors, so let's jump in. If you haven't seen Alex's Instagram profile, I'll leave a link to it down below, because he takes some amazing pictures of Nintendo stuff. And as someone who's trying to get better at taking pictures, videos, all that good stuff, super inspiring, so make sure you check his stuff out. But yeah, very well packaged, and I believe there's one steelbook, but there's 2 in there. Okay, let's have a look. So got some bubble wrap. Be careful to not damage it. Okay, so the one that I knew about that he told me about is on top. Oh, this is awesome. So he sent me this steelbook of Yakuza Kiwami, and as you can see, very, very lovely design. This is Yakuza Kiwami 2. I believe it's just a steelbook. Yeah, it is, which is cool. I think, do I have this? I'm trying to find why. I don't know where I put my Yakuza games, somewhere else, but I might have this. If not, I think it's a fairly common game, but yeah, really, really nice steelbook. This is probably going to be my next big series after I'm done with the Trail series. I think there's about 10 games in Yakuza, so really excited to get to these, and super, super cool steelbook for the collection, so thank you for that, Alex. But then he's also sent me this, which I wasn't aware of. So he sent me this Sonic Frontier steelbook, which, yeah, big shout out to you, mate. You didn't need to send me, you know, any of this, but I massively appreciate it. And as you can see, a very clean steelbook. I think I've got a Sonic Frontier steelbook somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. So I picked this up from the Birmingham Gaming Market a couple of weeks ago. Do really enjoy Sonic Frontiers. A lot of people say it's the best 7 out of 10 game you'll ever play. And yeah, very cool to have both of these. I don't know if this one was a pre-order or this one was a pre-order. I'm not too sure. I'll reach out to Alex because I don't know why he sent me two, but yeah, very, very cool. And like I said, go and check out Alex on Instagram, doing some great stuff on there. And like I said, thank you, Alex, for those. Very, very kind of you. So to close out the video, I want to do the PlayStation 4 games giveaway. So as always, got my little noddy application running. Let's go to the video, grab the video ID, 236 comments, which is unbelievable. Thank you for everyone's support. We've almost got 5,000 views on the video, which is amazing. Copy and paste that. As you can see, 236 comments. So let's filter out for the word sweet PS4 bangers. That leaves us with 60 comments, so good luck to everyone. Gonna press a button in 3, 2, 1. And the winner is X12 Neptunes 87X. So a big shout out to you. I'll reach out to you via Instagram or email. I'll also comment on your original comment on the video, letting you know you won these amazing PlayStation 4 games. And a big shout out to everyone who entered the giveaway and watched the video. Big shout out and a big congratulations to Neptunes for winning those amazing PlayStation 4 games. And a big shout out to everyone who liked, commented, had a great time putting it together. And I really, really enjoy putting together those why now is the best time to buy X console. Just love them. It allows me to deep dive into a console, into its library, and connect with you guys down in the comments down below about the console. So yeah, got plenty more in the works, so hopefully you guys enjoy them. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this video today. Obviously not the usual format, no car boots due to Mother Nature and the weather being terrible, but hopefully you found value and hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. And let me know in the comments down below what you thought of my pickups, and a big shout out to Alex for sending me 2 amazing steelbooks for the collection. They're going to a great, great home. And while you're down there in the comments, if you haven't done so already, then please hit the like button and do consider subscribing to the Collector's Quest channel. Like I mentioned, make sure you keep a lot to the channel so you don't miss out on the upcoming deep dive into what went down at Stourbridge CEX, and maybe uncovering a bit of dirt and skeletons from the wardrobe about CEX as a business as a whole. So yeah, I can't wait to deliver you guys that video, so make sure you keep a lot to the channel for that one. And as always, good luck on your game hunts and collecting adventures. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next one.